Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross, and welcome to the Critics Circle.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake, and it's my pleasure to introduce Deirdre Donovan into the Critics Circle. Deirdre is here with us to review Autumn Royal at the IRT with Charlie, because I can't go to see it, and so I'm very eager to hear about it. And I just want to say a few words about Deirdre. She's not just a friend and a fan of our show, which we love, but she's also been a critic for a very long time, almost 3 decades, I would say. She was a writer for Curtain Up for over a dozen years, and now that they're not using any outside writers, she's writing for Theater Scene. She's a participating member of the Drama Desk and a member of the Outer Critics Circle. Hi, Deirdre.
Hello, Leslie. I'm honored to be invited on your show today.
Yeah, Deirdre, we are so happy and so excited to have you. As Leslie mentioned, the play we are reviewing tonight is Autumn Royale. It's at the IRT, the Irish Repertory Theatre. It is by Kevin Barry, directed by Karen O'Reilly. The play stars Maeve Higgins and John Keating as 2 middle-aged children taking care of their father, who was stricken with Alzheimer's disease. And Deirdre, I think we both know that having a father stricken with Alzheimer is not an easy thing.
Certainly said it, Charlie. I come from a family of 7 children.
Wow.
And all 7 of us in an Irish, Boston Irish Catholic family at that. So definitely I had a strong connection to the play, both from personal experience, from the fact that I have Irish roots. It's a bleak play. It's a 1-act play that only runs 70 minutes, but it's intense because having lived it in a sense with my own father, I could actually feel the stress these 2 siblings were going through and the decisions that they had to make.
I actually didn't think it was quite as intense as I was expecting to be. I also had a father who was stricken with Alzheimer's. But you could certainly see the frustration they have. This has consumed their lives. They have no careers. They have no time for romantic conquests. He has dreams of moving or at least visiting Australia. I'm sure she has dreams too, but she's less vocal about them. And the first part of the play focuses on whether they should send their father to a nursing home. In this case, it would be called the Autumn Royale, which is where the play gets its name. Spoiler alert, they actually do send him to the nursing home, and then they spend the second half of the play agonizing over whether this was the right decision and what to do next.
Right. And I also would like to point out that this is happening in Cork City. It's a different culture, and the family has a different dynamic. And many times the aging parent is kept within the family, in the physical home. So for May and Timmy in this play to be considering and then actually to place their father in a nursing home, that would bring criticism upon them.
There was one thing that you had pointed out when we were having our pre-discussion. You noticed a lack of affection between the parents and children.
I was just going to interject. Not so much surprised me about the play, but what I noticed was the lack of affection. But then actually reflecting, thinking of what was actually happening in their lives. It's really not so surprising. It's just that in 70 minutes, there is not enough time for them to reminisce about the good times that they had with their father. And of course, what comes into play also is that their mother deserted the family at a certain time. So, it's a very messy family relationship.
My feeling was that the affection for the father was there. It's just, the fact that they are doing this, the fact that they've spent so much time, so many years, and the fact that they've given up so much of their lives, I think shows the affection for their father. But the frustration is also there, and I think that is brought out in the play. That said, I found the play kind of on a very smooth level. Not too many highs or lows for it. Not too many overly dramatic moments. Kind of just moves along on a single plane.
Yes. One thing that I did find interesting was when May was talking about her brother being on the spectrum. And when someone is talked about being on the spectrum, talking about autism. The reason I found that interesting and important to the drama is that May, as a character, seemed to be shouldering more of the responsibility. She didn't quite take her brother Tim as seriously as she might. And she thinks that he is fantasizing about going to Australia, and that but it's something that is actually not going to happen. And she will actually say that right to him.
You have to wonder if somewhere in the back of May's mind, she's thinking, well, after I'm finished with my father, am I going to have to care for him?
Good point. Absolutely. Yes. And also, I think what adds to the desolateness of this play is the fact that they have no children. They're not married. And of course, taking care of their father is not exactly giving them any time to meet other people.
Right. Did you like the set?
Yes, I felt the set really reflected what was going on inside them. It was bleak.
As is the play at times. Okay, our 1 to 5 playbill countdown, 5 being loved it, loved it, loved it, 1 being don't bother. How would you rate this play?
I would rate the play a 3.
Okay. I think I would give it 3.5.
You're more generous than me.
I guess so. I guess so. In this particular instance.
It's so fascinating to listen to the two of you. When I haven't seen something and you bring it to life the way you did. I mean, we're very big partisans of the IRT on this program, and I'm sorry that this one didn't grab people, a little more. But the subject matter is bleak, no matter what. Deirdre, we can't thank you enough for pitching in this way. I'll be back in the theater in February, but until then, I'm hoping that we'll see you here again in the Critics Circle.
Leslie, we have missed you in the theater, and I can hardly wait till I see you back in the theater.
That's kind of you to say. Thank you, Deirdre.
Thank you
Lovely
so much
job.
for inviting me on your show.
Thank you.